Hey guys, how's it going? On today's episode of What's New, we're going to be checking out Sunnyland, the newest album by Mayday Parade. So Mayday Parade have been a pop-punk staples for what seems like the past decade, and I'll be totally honest, I've been a huge fan of theirs all the way back from Less Than Romantics, back when Jason Lancaster was still in the band. In short, Sunnyland really bridges the gap between old Mayday Parade and new Mayday Parade. I really love this album, and I think there's something here for any kind of Mayday Parade fan. So let's dive right in and check this out. Alright, the first track, Never Sure. So they really start this album off with a banger. The fast-paced drums really set the tone for the album with the intensity and aggression. Sounds like something you'd find back off of like Less Than Romantic. Lyrically, the song doesn't really stray too far away from classic Mayday Parade, classic lyrics of love and loss. Nothing's really changed too much lyrically on it. But I'll give major credit to Derek's vocals on this song. Phenomenal. It's a real catchy song. I thought it was a great song to start the album off with. Overall, I'll give this one an 8 out of 10. Alright, the second song off the album is a mouthful to say. It's hard to be religious when certain people are never incinerated by lightning. Do I have that right? By bolts of lightning, that's it. This also has they released a music video for this song too, which I thought was great. From the second this song starts, the drums are really carrying it. The fast-paced verses have kind of a swing with them, and it really gives the song that forward momentum. During the chorus, when the drums cut time, I think is when this song really hits the hardest, and Derek's melodies just instantly hook you. The stripped-back bridge with the strings going right back into the chorus is also just a hell of a way to end this song, too. So the first two songs right off the album really just a punch right in the teeth, and that shocked me as a Mayday Parade fan because I was expecting more piano-driven songs throughout most of it, but for the first two songs to be this aggressive, I thought was a real treat. Alright, the next song was the lead single off of it. It's Piece of Your Heart. Fantastic music video, by the way. I'll show it right here. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, definitely give it a listen. This song, to me, is like a classic just Mayday Parade song. It's got a little bit of movement to it. It's not totally stripped-back ballad, but it's still got some like rock roots along with it. And I think this is kind of like really sums up the feel of the album as a whole. Kind of like a middle ground between those piano ballads and those pop-punk ragers. Mayday Parade just really showed you that they know how to write a great love song. The whoa-ohs in the chorus really give it this big anthemic feel, and I can see live this being a fantastic song. So this song is just a roller coaster of intensity, and it builds up to this massive final chorus. I'm going to give this song a 9 out of 10. I think it's fantastic. Don't sleep on this track. Don't skip it over. Give it a few listens. I swear it's going to grow on you. Alright, Is Nowhere. So this is my personal favorite song off the entire album. Right when Mayday Parade goes from a ballad, this thunderstorm of a song just erupts, and it's got these fast-paced punk drums, and it's actually got some double kick in the beginning that I was like, alright, here we go. So I definitely feel the alt-rock influences from Black Lines on this song. You can really feel the aggression in Derek's voice, and once the breakdown hits, I could see some mosh pits going on live for Mayday Parade, which I really like. So one of the things I definitely love about the song, and it's my favorite thing, is the aggression in Derek's voice. I know he kind of gets this rap as only being able to sing these love ballads, but man, when he gets some grit in there, it just sounds fantastic. Also, the breakdown of the song is a real headbanger. I think live it's going to be a great song. I really hope they play it live. And just like how quickly it rolled in, like with this intensity, it fades out real slowly with kind of a guitar vocal fade out. And I think, me personally, this is the hidden gem on the album. 10 out of 10. If you listen to this album, do not skip this song. Give it a listen. Throw it on your workout playlist. It's stellar. All right, up next we have Take My Breath Away. This one impressed me too because it starts with a really catchy kind of finger-picked acoustic guitar intro. I know when a lot of times bands, they do like acoustic songs. It'll be just, just open chords, and this one was really interesting, and I think the melody of the guitar work on it really matches with Derek's vocal melodies fantastically. I also appreciate just the simplicity of the vocals, acoustic guitar, and the orchestral strings. It's just a beautiful ballad, and it builds up to a stellar final chorus. I give this song a 7 out of 10. Stay the Same. So this song opens off with some real crunchy guitar arpeggios, and it really just brings in the song. This song feels like the Mayday that we've come to expect, walking that fine line between a ballad and a rock song. It's a very safe song, but very enjoyable too. Lyrically, this song doesn't really push any boundaries, but the gritty, fuzzy guitar is a nice change of pace. Not a bad song, nothing to write home about. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Up next, we have How Do You Like Me Now? The driving guitars really push the song into a nice aggressive start. The I Don't Want to Die Alone really hits hard in the chorus, just right as it rings in. I really enjoy the aggressive verses mixed with the slower pulled back choruses. The bridge itself is vicious, and it's nice to hear a tasty guitar solo, but it's not like too flashy, it's not too shreddy. I think it really fits well in the song, so kudos, awesome guitar work. I give this song an 8 out of 10. All right, the next song, Where Are You, is another vocal, piano, and acoustically driven track. Derek just has such a knack for these ballads lyrically, but for some reason, this one, for me, just doesn't hit as hard as the others. Not too much to say about it. During the final bridge and the chorus, Derek really pushes his vocals, and it really adds some color, some darkness, and aggression to the song. And it really changes up from what I'd consider just a traditional Mayday Parade ballad. If I Were You, this song is definitely one for those old school pop punk kids. The riff itself, even starting off the song, gives me a Blink-182-esque kind of feel to it. Pop punk easy chorus, and the fast-paced punk drums right to go along with it. So once the verse hits, the bass, drums, and vocals really keep the song moving nicely. The drums in the chorus are fantastic, and they nicely accent the vocal melodies that Derek's performing. If you're a fan of old Mayday Parade, this song was made for you, down to the lyrics of driving all night and singing songs with your friends. You combine that with a nice tasteful guitar solo, and you have yourself the perfect summer song to sing along with the windows down with all your buddies. The next song, Satellite, goes back to some familiar territory. It's got some spacey, no pun intended, the song Satellite. Spacey guitars in Satellite sit really well in the mix. I like how the chorus really picks up with a hi-hat beat, keeps this from being just like another soft rock ballad. I always love seeing Mayday Parade throw in guitar solos. This album itself already is so guitar-driven, and it's such a nice change of pace. This song gets 7 out of 10. Up next, we have Looks Red, Tastes Blue. The dynamics on this song are what really blow me away between the verses and the choruses. This might be my favorite song lyrically. In a Reddit QA, I believe, the song was written about a friend of theirs who went through a double lung transplant, and it was supposed to be on Black Lines, but just didn't fit the album. So Derek, I believe after his grandmother passed away, really reworked the song, and it just fits perfectly here on Sunnyland. For fans of the self-titled or Monsters in the Closet, this song's a really welcome addition to the album. I give this one an 8 out of 10. Up next, we got Always Leaving, and this was such a unique song on the album. It actually has a real folk feel to it. And I'll give them credit that each of the acoustic songs on the album, they don't just all start sounding the same. They all kind of jump out differently, and I'll give credit to the accompaniment on it. The fingerstyle guitar on this also really accents the melody. It does a good job of carrying the rhythm with just along with the vocals. And along with some really awesome, interesting chord changes, this song really sticks out for me. And it's just something different to have on the album. I give this one a 7 out of 10. The last track of the album, Sunnyland. A little bit of a bummer for me for the very last track, and also it being the title track of the album. The song itself, for me, doesn't really push any boundaries. The lyrics don't hit home for me, and they almost get a little bit repetitive. The chorus melody itself, I enjoy. Unfortunately, this is probably my least favorite song on the album, but hey, to each their own. I give this song a 5 out of 10. Kind of a strange way to walk the album out, especially with how hard it hits in the very beginning. Alright, so on to the things that I personally like about the album. I think this album proves they're more than just these piano-infused rock ballads, and they're capable of writing some really diverse songs. I personally think maybe them recently touring on A Lesson in Romantics maybe inspired them to kind of go back to their roots, some great old-school pop-punk songs with these big, flashy, catchy vocal hooks that just grab you and pull you in, and it's definitely some pop-punk goodness in there. Things I don't like. The lyrics are kind of par for the course for Mayday Parade. I didn't think any of them were awful, but they kind of stick to a lot of the same subject material. There may be some more in-depth lyrics or metaphors that I'm not catching on to, but it feels like Mayday Parade lyrics. Nothing that really jumps out at me, but at the same time, too, nothing bad, nothing that I thought was cheesy or boring or that, I don't know, just didn't fit well. It was Mayday Parade lyrics, so if you're a fan of their lyrical content on their past albums, this one's going to feel right at home for you guys. Overall, this album seems to really pull something from each part of their musical career and give something any fan of Mayday Parade can really find something that they really enjoy out of it. I could definitely see songs from this album on a breakup playlist, a workout playlist, a driving playlist. Definitely do not sleep on this album. I think this is a hidden gem this summer. You're going to find something you like on here. And even if you're not a fan of Mayday Parade, I definitely urge you, give them a chance on this album. If you were going to revisit them at all, this is the album to do it on. All right, so what did you guys think of it? I'd love to get any of your opinions down in the comments. If you guys like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button so you get notified when we release new reviews, new content, new gig vlogs, all that good stuff. All right, until next time.